Morning or afternoon or evening to everybody that might be joining in. Let's do a little stretchy stretch. Not sure how long we'll go for, probably 30 or 40 minutes. No props needed, maybe some water in case you get thirsty, but today we're going to start in child's pose. So go ahead and come onto your mat. Take your knees nice and wide today. And set your hips right back on your heels. Walk your hands out. Spread your fingertips really wide. And let your head come down to the mat. And I want you just to rock from side to side here. This will help start to get your shoulders a little bit warm. You're going to feel this in your spine. You're going to feel it in your hips. But keep those hands firmly planted while you rock side to side. And eventually come to center and just let your head find the mat. Still actively pressing into the hands here. Focus on breath, big inhales and exhales through your nose. One more big breath. Feel the back of your chest puff up here. And hold that breath in for 3, 2, 1, and then sigh it out. Come on back up slightly. Inhale the left arm up to the sky, and we're going to thread the needle. Dropping that left hand down. I like to flip my hand over, but maybe you can keep your palm down if you want. You can walk that right hand out and press into the left hand just to stretch through your shoulders here. One more big breath. On your exhale, bring it back up. We're going to switch sides. Right hand lifts, inhale. Exhale. Thread the needle, second side. That right hand goes down, left arm goes forward, and you're pressing into the back of this right arm. Directing your breath into your upper back, into the rhomboid. One more big breath in. On your exhale, bring it back out. I want you to come take Anahatasana, puppy dog pose. Slide your hands down, forehead down. Spread those fingers wide. Starting to work into the chest a little bit more here, so really actively pressing into your palms. One more big breath. On your exhale, bring it right back up. Come onto your seat. Soles of your feet together, Baddha Konasana. Wrap your hands around the bottom of your feet. Inhale to sit up tall. And exhale, folding forward. One more big breath in. On your exhale, fold a little bit more. Use your feet to pull yourself a little bit lower into this. As you inhale, come on back up. We're going to come down to your back here. And I want you to just stack your shins over the mat and just rock again side to side. And you might want to have your hands out for some balance, but I want you to take your knees and rock them almost all the way to the ground from one side and all the way to the ground on the other side. Starting to get into a little core here, just some light twisting. Then we're going to extend those legs long. Take an inhale. Exhale over to the right. Up through center and to the left. And just moving your legs like a pendulum from side to side. They don't have to be perfectly straight. If you're doing this in the morning, maybe your hamstrings are tight like mine and they just don't want to go straight. So much work happening right now in the core, just starting things off really deep in the obliques, in the transverse abs. Coming back through center And when you just do something simple, just drop your right leg down and up. We're just going to switch these legs. It seems simple, still getting plenty of work here. Alternating one at a time. Both legs come up. I want you to reach your hands up. And my shoulder blades are off the mat now here, so you can't really see, so I'll kind of twist. So shoulder blades are lifting, legs are lifting. Same thing, just keep shoulders lifting while you drop. One leg down at a time. Do 2 more on each side. While shoulder blades stay lifted, twist over to that left side here. And just drop the right leg. Keep the left leg lifted. You're just dropping the right leg. Keep the shoulders off the mat. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to switch sides. Keep the shoulders up. Drop the left leg. Twisting to the right. Keep that breath flowing. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a quick break here. Bring everything down. Windshield wiper your legs. Probably feeling a lot of this in your lower back. So to move this up into the core a little bit more. Whew. So I want you to bring the soles of your feet together here. Hands on your head. Take an inhale. Exhale, crunch it up. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. And just do these little crunches here. Try to keep your elbows nice and wide. Do it on your own breath. Exhaling on the up. And I want you to hover your feet off the mat and pick up the pace. So a little more like double time. Keep hovering those feet. Keep those knees nice and wide. And then I want you to bring your hands to the center and keep pulsing up into the center, but quicker, even like triple time. Pulse, 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 pulse. 5 to the left. Now we're kind of dancing side to side on our mat. Go to the left and pulse to the left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to the right. 10 of them on your own. Bring it back down. Roll over, cross knees. Nice and warm now. Take your cat-cow. Inhale for cow. I love that feeling. Exhale for cat, curl around. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Take plank pose here. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips. Take your feet a little bit wider than usual so you've got this nice strong foundation. And we're going to just do little shoulder taps here. So just without moving too much hip side to side, just tap opposite shoulders. I want you to do it a little bit quicker. So let's go 1, 2, count to 10. And then from 10, shift forward, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. We're going to do that again. We're going to shift forward, 10 shoulder taps, and you can either do chaturanga or you can throw in an extra push-up. So your inhale, be a little bit wide. Exhale, shifting forward. Take your 10 taps. Try to keep your hips as stable as possible. I know they're going to move a little bit. Chaturanga or push up, back up, and then chaturanga. Downward dog. We're going to do it one more time. You can add in an extra push-up. You can add in like 5 if you want. Ultimately, we'll end up in downward dog. So take a big breath in. Exhale forward. Feet wide. Keep breathing. 10 taps. Go. And then your option for push-ups. You can even hold a half push-up and eventually take your chaturanga. And then come back to child's pose again. Give yourself some rest, waking up the body quickly and early. Come on up to your shins, Virasana here. If you can't sit on your shins, you can just come into a comfortable seat. Inhale your hands high. Exhale your right hand down. Left arm reaches up and over, just going for the full side body stretch. Stay here or fold over that right knee. Inhale to bring it up through center. Exhale, topple over the other way. Inhale, bring it up through center. And on your exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Palms away from your spine. Big stretch of your chest here, pec muscles. Take an inhale. On your exhale, bring those hands around to the right side of your waist. Squeeze those elbows together. Keeping with the chest opening theme here. One more breath in. We're going to switch sides. Over to the left, squeeze those elbows. One more inhale. On your exhale, release your hands. Walk it out. Downward facing dog. Tuck your toes. Lift those hips up and back. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Turn your elbows so the little creases kind of point out here. Pedal out your feet, feeling the backs of your legs starting to awaken. And then we're going to slowly walk our feet up to meet our hands. Take yourself in a nice ragdoll pose here. Have some bend in your knees. Let your head be heavy. You can grab for your elbows if you'd like. You can grab the back of your skull. You can also grab your hands again. Just do what feels good for you this morning. Maybe it feels good to take little twists. One more breath wherever you are. Exhale, release your hands down, shake everything out. On your inhale, unfurl your spine. One vertebrae at a time, bring your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, palms face forward. Spread your fingers wide. Lift your toes up, set them back down on your mat. On your inhale, sweep those hands up high. Big reach. Exhale, over to the right side. Inhale up. Grab that right wrist. Exhale to the left side. Inhale up. Exhale, folding forward. Halfway lift on your breath in. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank pose. Chaturanga, always the option to pause. But whatever you do, make sure your elbows are just skimming your ribs. None of these wide elbows. Elbows skim your ribs. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Feel free to take a cobra pose if you want to stay lower on the mat too. It's totally fine. Big inhale through your nose. Bottom of your exhale, bend your knees, lift your heels, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, hands come all the way up. Big reach. Left wrist in your right hand. Exhale to the right side. Inhale up. Switch wrists. Nice deep lean to the left side here. Feeling this in your intercostal muscles on the right. Inhale to bring it up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back. Chaturanga, any modifications you want to take are welcome. Cobra, staying low, or upward facing dog. Down dog on your exhale. Big inhale through your nose. Bottom of the exhale, this time take it up into a squat, so step or hop forward. Elbows right in between your knees. Try to wedge them right in here and don't sink down into this. I want you to just sit tall. Ooh, my hip popped, that felt really good. So I want you to just move side to side. And then next breath in, standing all the way up. Heel toe your feet to center. One more round here. Exhale to that right side. Inhale up, switch sides on your exhale. Inhale up and folding forward. Halfway lift on your breath in. Exhale, plant your hands, step or float back, chaturanga. Upward dog, downward dog on your exhale. Big breath in through your nose. Bottom of your exhale, bend your knees, lift your heels, find your squat again in front of the mat. We're gonna move from squats here. So take a big breath in, stand all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, right back down. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, back down. Last time. Inhale, bring it up. Heel toe your feet to touch. Exhale, hands through heart center. Next breath in, sit low, chair pose, scoop those hands high. Inhale here. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. On your exhale, plant your hands, take a standing splits. Right leg is lifting. You can take your hands on the mat or you can hover them off the mat and grab your shin. For 3, 2, 1. Drop that right foot back down, toes stay tucked. Anjaneyasana, hands reach high, big breath in, and on your exhale, shoulders away from your ears, sink a little lower into that left bent knee, pull your navel to your spine. Inhale here. Exhale, right hand down, left arm reaches up and over, big side stretch. Inhale, up through center. Ardha Hanumanasana, straighten out your left leg. Nice fold over that straight left leg, sitting back over your bent right knee. On your inhale, bring it forward. Spin your back heel down to warrior. Take a side angle pose. Big breath in. Big breath out. Next, inhale, reverse your warrior. So it's a nice long stance. Big inhale. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Step back, move through chaturanga. Cobra, upward dog. Downward facing dog. From here, extend your right leg up. Exhale the right foot forward. Drop your left knee down, toes stay tucked. Anjaneyasana, inhale. Exhale, shoulders come away from your ears. Visibly notice the drop in your shoulders here. Stay here, sink nice and low into this right leg, feeling the stretch in the left hip flexor. Take an inhale. On your exhale, tip down to the left side. Right arm reaches over, big side stretch. Inhale, up through center. Ardha Hanuman, straighten out your right leg here. With pointing, flexing your foot. Next breath in, bend through that right knee. Right hand to the inside of that right foot. Spin your back heel down for warrior foot. Open to side angle pose here. Nice long line. From your right hand up to the top of your left hand. On your next inhale, reverse all the way through your warrior. Big reach. On your exhale, cartwheel your hands down and just step to the top of the mat. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, nice deep fold. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Big reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. So we're just going to reverse that order. So sit low for chair pose. Take a big breath in. Shoulders come away from your ears. Big inhale. Exhale, folding forward. And from here, we're going to take standing splits on our right foot. So left leg comes high. As high as you comfortably can. You can have your hands on the mat or you can balance with this, working on stability nice and early. Take one more inhale. Exhale, drop that left foot down. Drop your knee down, toes stay tucked on that left side, sweep the hands high. Inhale it up for Anjaneyasana. Exhale, sink those shoulders away from your ears, lunge a little lower into that right leg. One more big breath. Exhale, right hand down. Sorry, other way. Left hand down. Reach that right arm up and over. Inhale to bring it up. Anjaneyasana. Straighten out that right foot. I'm going to twist to the left this time to get a little bit more of a groin stretch. On the next inhale, bending through the right knee, spinning the back heel down, taking my side angle pose. This time, if you'd like to take a bind, you can reach back and grab that hand. Just make sure you open your chest back to the sky. Take one more big breath here. On your exhale, release your hand down. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And on your exhale, cartwheel your hands down, bring your front foot, step back. Chaturanga. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg up. Step your left foot forward. Drop that right knee down. Take your Anjaneyasana. Sweep those hands high. Big breath in. Exhale, shoulders are away from your ears, sinking into this left leg. One more inhale. Exhale, right hand down, the left arm reaches up and over, big side stretch here. Inhale, both hands come up. Take your half split, straighten out that left leg. Maybe you bump that foot a little bit further forward. I'm gonna twist to the right side this time for that groin stretch. Next breath in, bringing it forward, spinning my back heel down, taking side angle pose. Right arm extends to the sky. You can stay here, or you can take a half bind or a full bind if you'd like to grab for the bind, spinning your chest back open towards the ceiling. Take one more breath in. On your exhale, release that hand down. Inhale to windmill open and reverse your warrior. On your exhale, cartwheel your hands down to frame your front foot. Step to top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands come all the way up. Big reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, now we move a little bit more. Coming into chair pose again, sweep those hands high. Big breath in. Hands to heart center here. I'm putting a lot of emphasis on balance poses these days because I know a lot of you ski or snowboard, and I want your knees and ankle stability to be really good. So we're going to start off with balance this morning in the sequence. Figure 4. Cross that left shin over your right knee. I want everyone to bring your hands down to the mat here. If you can, bring your hands down. Maybe you need something to put your hands on. If you can't reach them, it's fine. But I want you to go a little bit deeper just to get the exceptional stretch in the outer side of the left glute here. And if you can, I want you to plant those left fingers or hand. Try to take a bit of a twist to the right. Right hand to the sky. One more breath. Exhale that hand down. Again, just working on balance and stability. Then we're going to slowly stand. We're going to take this all the way back into Dekasana. So big transition here. Extending that leg back. Hands reaching back. And from here, we're going to open to half moon pose. So lots of work, lots of stability happening in that right leg. You might need to fall or not. If you come out, just slowly make your way back in. If you're doing this in the morning, balancing in the morning is really freaking hard. So take an inhale. On your exhale, land back in warrior. I don't think I could have held it anymore if I wanted to. So we're in warrior 2 here. Inhale to reach it forward. Come back into your side angle pose on your exhale. So take whatever variation you did before. It could be a half bind or a full bind, or you can extend for the full body stretch here, that left arm forward. One more breath. If you have the bind, release it. Spin your hands down to the inside of that front foot. And I want you to come onto the ball of your back foot here, coming up into crescent lunge now. We're going to do some dips in crescent. Take an inhale. Exhale, tap that knee down. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, tap and up and tap. This time when you come up, I want you to bump that back foot in so both feet can be flat on the mat, but they're kind of on railroad tracks. Sweep your hands high on your inhale. Pyramid pose, folding forward. Again, deep into the hamstrings here. So nice straight line in your leg. It can be straight, doesn't need to be hyperextended though. Just a big deep hamstring stretch. Take one more breath in. On your exhale, bend through that front leg. Pull that left foot back. Left foot into warrior foot. Want your toes on the right. Your toes on the right foot to turn left so we can land in Skandasana here. So take one inhale on this side. On your exhale, stay low, come to the back of your mat. Right toes point to the sky. I don't know if you can hear the dog. He's snoring so loud right now. Good boy, baby. Take a breath in. On your exhale, bring it back forward. Taking lizard pose here. Drop that left knee down. Toes go to the right side. You can open this right hip out. Let everything open. Take one more breath in. On your exhale, drop your hands down, reach back, and move through chaturanga. Cobra, up dog when you're ready. Downward facing dog. Take an inhale through your nose. Bottom of your exhale, bend your knees, lift your heels, find your squat at the top of the mat. If you want to play with the crow pose here, feel free to play with the crow pose. If you want to just stay here and work on opening the hips, you can. If you want to do those stand-up things and back down, but I'm going to play with a quick crow pose just to work on some core strength here. So spreading my fingers wide, knees up to my triceps. Eyes stay forward, lifting weight out of my feet. Really pulling my navel to my spine here. Bringing it back down. Next inhale, come all the way up. Heels for your feet to touch. Exhale, hands at heart center. Next breath in, last side. Sit low, hands come high. Inhale for chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to take that figure four on this side. So right chin over left thigh as you start to sink a little bit lower. And slowly bring your hands all the way down to the mat. Just a nice deep stretch. And you have the option to bring your right fingertips or hand down. And we're going to do this twist to the left side, really just working on balance here. One more breath in. Exhale. Everything back down. Hopefully you're feeling this lovely stretch in the right side, right hip and right glute. From here, we're going to stand up slowly, maintaining that posture with your leg, and then we're going to bring it back to airplane pose. So hands come back, right foot comes back, opening your chest here, extending that foot long. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, we're going to shift into half moon pose. That left hand's going to come down. Bring that left hand to the mat for stability. Right leg and hip open. So much work in this pose. It is crazy. One more breath. And on your exhale, landing in your warrior two pose. Sink now into this. Inhale to reach forward. Exhale to reverse your warrior. Big breath in here. On your exhale, cartwheel your hands down, and we're going to just spin onto the ball of our back foot, coming up into crescent lunge. Sweep those hands high. Inhale here. Exhale to tap. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, dip, open the chest here. Inhale, up. Exhale, come down, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Inhale, high. This time, exhale, bump that foot forward so both feet are flat. Take a breath. Folding forward for pyramid pose. Head can be heavy. Your hands can be either on your shin or on the mat. I have a lot more mobility in my left side than I do my right side, so I can't bring my hands down on the first side, but this side is a lot easier for me. Keep that breath flowing. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, push that right foot back into warrior foot, and we're going to spin all the toes to the right side, taking skandasana. So right toes to the sky. Nice deep plunge in that left leg. Take an inhale. On your exhale, shifting, left toes come up. One more big breath. Inhale. Exhale, bring it forward. Lizard pose. Drop that right foot down. Heel toe the left foot out to about 10 o'clock. Your knee and toes are in alignment, and just really let that left hip open. Done a bunch of inner hip work with skandasana and some of the early seated poses. So this is a lovely outer hip stretch. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, hands come down, step back, and move through chaturanga. We'll all meet in down dog. All right, one last thing to do here really is your pigeon pose. So extend your right leg up, And then bring that right shin forward. Left leg comes down. And I'm going to request, you don't have to do this, but just try and do a bit of a quad stretch today. So reach back and grab that foot and just pull that foot in. We do so many hamstring stretches in these classes, but I do tend to neglect the quads a little bit. So don't forget about these gigantic muscles in the front of your legs that hold you up. Give them some relief too. And once you feel like you're getting nice and deep into your quad, you can stay there, or if you want to fold forward and relax into your pigeon pose. Fair game too, because I know how nice it is to just come down and really get into the hip here. We'll do 2 more breaths on this side. After your second inhale, I want you to push up, roll onto the outer hip of the right leg. Bring that left foot to the outside of the right knee. Inhale your right hand up and take Ardha Matsyendrasana. You can either hook that elbow on your left thigh and get a nice deep, deep, deep twist here. Or you can pull that knee in and feel a crazy deep stretch on the outer left hip and left glute. Whew. She's tight. Take 1 more inhale. Exhale, quick counter twist to the right side. And then go ahead and just cruise on back into your downward facing dog. If you want to take a vinyasa, feel free to do that. And then we'll take our last side here. Left leg lifts on the breath in. Pigeon pose. Left shin comes down. Right foot comes back. So you can stay just like this, or you can reach back and grab that quad. I don't stretch my quads nearly enough. I know that. If you have knee pain, I'm learning that stretching and rolling out your quads has been a godsend on helping knee pain for me too. So something to consider if you've got knee pain, whoops, in the front of your knee. Yeah, that's just for the front of your knee. 2 more breaths here. After your second breath, bring it up. Right foot comes into the outside of that left foot. Inhale that left arm high and twisting to the right side. On your exhale, you can stay here or you can squeeze that right knee in. I need like really squeeze it too. One more breath. On your exhale, counter twist to the left side. And from here, it's going to unwind, shake out your legs, come on down to your backs, stack your knees over your shins, rock a little bit side to side, and let your knees fall over to the left side. We'll bring that right arm out. Just a nice little spinal twist. We just did a twist, so you're probably feeling pretty good in the back here. Inhale, knees through center, and then exhale over to the right side. Left arm goes out. Inhale, up through center, reach up and take your happy baby pose. Grab the soles of your feet. Squish everything down to the mat. Take any other movements that you'd like to take today. And when you're ready, give yourself some time to just relax, maybe just a minute, maybe longer if you have it. Take an inhale here. And on your exhale, release yourself down into your Shavasana. Take up space. And I want you just to feel the vibration of your body, a little bit of buzzing. That's the blood and energy rolling through your body. I feel it in my fingertips. The prana. An hour ago, I was dreading getting out of bed, and now I feel a little more alive. So stay in your Shavasana as long as you possibly can. I'm going to sign off for class today. Thank you all for joining me. I hope everybody is staying safe, staying sane, and wear your goddamn masks. Peace.